I was broken. I was addicted. I had alienated everybody in my life. I was not a good person.
I was in total darkness. If I'd have to guess, I probably would have been within a year of death.
I was a complete mess. I was lost. I was addicted. I was an alcoholic. I was totally uncontrollable. I didn't care about life anymore.
I used to be a drug dealing addict.
I had lost 2 sisters and my mom. I really lost my faith in God, and it was road down drugs and alcohol and everything else.
Didn't know I had any worth or what I was worth or what I was supposed to do. Ashamed of who I was.
I was a mess. I was an addict, lost.
I had already kind of lost the relationship with my daughters. I was just very empty, completely empty.
I had my pockets turned out and I had nowhere else and nothing. A life of bad decisions and pain and anger and sin brought me to UGM.
I was in severe bondage to my addiction. I wasn't in contact with my family. My daughter didn't want anything to do with me. I was pretty hopeless.
I lost my faith. And honestly, when I first got here, I didn't have a plan of getting my life together. I just had a plan of just getting a job and going back out in the same old devastation I created.
I was beyond devastation. Just totally, I felt worthless.
I was struggling with addiction issues for a long time. So the people I love most in the world told me some hard truths, and it brought me to the place where I knew I needed to get help.
I was raising a daughter on my own with no child support and hanging out with the wrong type of people. Felt hopeless and that I had really no good future ahead of me.
I didn't really know how to be a person. I was more like a walking shadow, not knowing how to live or really what to do.
I was drained. I had nothing left. I wanted to give up. I didn't care anymore. My relationship with God, that had completely just left me.
I was in a very tough situation and did not realize that I was being abused and manipulated.
I was living in a nightmare. I was in one domestic violence relationship after another, which always ended up with me being beaten up, broke, and homeless, and inebriated.
I was living in complete chaos, unorganization, a complete way of addiction that was leading straight to death.
Everybody thought I was perfect and proper, but alcohol controlled my every move, every decision.
I was just drifting, addicted to drugs, alcohol, just doing whatever I could to numb the pain.
I never knew where home would end up. I'd end up in a bush somewhere, and that's where I'd fall asleep at, was in some bushes or in a tent off the side of the river.
At UGM, I found my self-worth.
At UGM, I got saved.
I started to learn different ways to overcome the trauma I'd experienced.
UGM saved my life. I love it here.
At the UGM, I had no idea really what I was in for. I just started to learn more about that it's okay to not be okay.
A couple staff members came to me and says, you need to pray about this. And I told them no. So why should I pray? God didn't care about me. And so I finally, one day, I decided, I was at the end of my rope. I finally prayed about it. And God answered my prayers. I started getting people coming to me and say, hey, you really need the program. And so I joined the program.
I have learned how to make and maintain relationships with healthy women. I've also started a journey to be more comfortable with God and Christ, which I didn't have before.
I didn't have to condemn myself for all of the past mistakes that I have. I've condemned myself enough. I found forgiveness here. Found a lot of self-worth.
I got to learn what kind of a mother that I wanted to be, and I became that healthy mom for my kids.
I found a place to be honest. Most of us have been hurt in ways that don't allow us to connect to other people. So when we come to a place where we know that the next man is broken, We can get honest with each other.
I have not only conquered my addiction, but I've gotten my life back. I have a great relationship with my family. My daughter and I have completely reconnected. I'm over the moon for it, really.
You know, I'm digging into my word every day and reading the word and studying it. And there's just been some healing and some restoration of hope in people and the way I see the world around me. It's just been an amazing journey.
I gained confidence. I learned that I have a voice, and my voice matters. I learned how to prepare myself for the outside world once again on better terms and with Jesus.
I found men who poured into my life. I never thought it would be possible for me to rid that false belief that I don't need men in my life, but the fact of it is that I need men in my life who follow Christ.
I learned what my survival skills were and where they came from in the Untying the Knot class at Anna Ogden Hall. And it has completely changed me. It was monumental.
It was a healing experience. I found myself again. I found God again.
Once I came here and I got around other men that a lot of those men have gone through similar things, really was one of the biggest things, the key thing in my recovery. Relationships and not isolating and connecting are some of the biggest things that I learned here at UGM that's kept me down the path that I'm on.
I had tried so many treatments, failed over and over again, and the only time that it really stuck is when I gave my life over to Jesus. That was the difference. Every time I just went back to it, but when I have Jesus, it's all been different.
I found God. I found friends. I found my sobriety. I am now a contributing member of society. I have my own apartment.
Seriously, I'd have to say that's probably the hardest thing that I'd ever had to do, but definitely the most worthy thing that I've ever had to do too.
They helped me to realize that my real home was with safe people. And they helped me to get on my feet and to realize that God didn't abandon me.
I learned how to be okay with emotions and look at myself as the Lord looks at me and to love myself.
Today I am fulfilled.
I'm a productive, contributing member of society.
So today I'm a healthy mom of 4 kids.
I have my daughter half the time now.
I wake up and actually feel good about myself. And I have a lot of really good friends, true friends that love and care for me.
I am a daughter of God.
Today I'm totally and completely different. And I figure, if I can do it, you can do it. If I can change, you can change.
Today, I am free. I am free from the bondage. I'm free from being held down. I'm just a completely different person, and I think that just goes back to who I originally was supposed to be.
My job is amazing. I'm at the downtown thrift store. I had a friend come in just the other day that I haven't seen in 7 years. He now follows Christ for 2 years now. It was very amazing to see him come through them doors, and I seen him, and I just yelled his name. I was so excited. I was like, Derek! And he seen me, and it was just that joy.
My life has just completely done a 180. I am employed. I have a great job. I feel like I'm probably the best employee I've ever been.
Whenever I'm feeling like life's getting hard or I just need to talk, I have those people put in place in my life to do that with. It's just so amazing and such a weight off your shoulders when you know that you have a good, solid group of people that you can go to.
Today I am sober, I have friends, I'm reconnected with my family. I'm reconnected with my daughter after 10 years of being estranged. I have a place to live, and I'm celebrating 2 years of sobriety on the 4th of July, which I am ecstatic about.
I've got God in my life now, and so I'm trusting Him in my decisions, and I'm actually working full-time out at the Valley Thrift Store. I love it out there because I'm at work and I can talk about God.
Loved by God, by my family, that I am who God says that I am, that I'm not somebody who would, be better off in a tent on the side of the river. I am who God says that I am.
It's been amazing, the restoration that's happened in my life, thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Things with my family are progressing slowly but surely. things are just looking up, and like I said, I have some hope and some peace that I didn't have before I came here.
Today I'm happy. Today I'm healthy. Long time sober. It's great. 2.5, almost close to 3 years sober.
I am brand new. I'm a new creation. I am happy. I have my kids.
I also have gotten my family back. They're so proud of me. I am absolutely 100% totally a different person. I am coming back a different mom, but an amazing mom. One that they get to keep forever.
God is where I draw my strength from, my counsel, everything. He's my nurturer. I go to him for all things, and I trust him completely because he has been faithful to me.
God is my ever-present help. He carries me when I am weak. He protects me when I can't fight. And he leads me in a path that's better than the one I could pick.
He's just my strength. It's what keeps me going every day on the hardest days, the good days, the bad days, any days. He's my strength.
He's the completion that I've always missed out on. I used to make a lot of money. 6 figures. And I was never happy. So I was missing something. What was I missing? It was God. I was missing God. And so God completes me, and he's just the love that I need.
God is a safe presence to fall back on when I don't feel I have anyone else that I can talk to.
Where I once was a lost soul and almost dead, God has found me and given me life.
God is my saving grace.
He is my friend. He is my savior.
God is my everything.
He's love, he's caring, he's forgiving.
Number one, he loves. And I know I'm unloved and I'm worthy, and he made me on purpose.
He's comforted me. He is everything I've ever needed. God is all-powerful, all-knowing, and he is in control.
God is everything now. Without God, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today.
He created me, and he created me as who I am, and I'm not ashamed of who I am anymore. God is really what's just given me my life back.
My Father, my Lord and Savior, my hope. He is love and grace and mercy.
God is my hero. He's my savior. He's healed me of some deep, deep wound. And he's taught me how to love and gave me love for the first time in my life.
I can sleep at night. I can in comfort and not a worry. I have nothing to be afraid of. And I have him as my friend. God is my best friend. He's my father. He's everything to me. He's why I'm here now. I love him.
God is my savior. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today. Yeah. I love him so much. Thank him every day for what he's given me.